Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of CFM Speedway Monkeys, sponsored by Checker Flag Motorsports, Buttkicker, and of course presented by MaxspeedTV. Steve Lane up here in the booth tonight, and we're going to have a few little issues. I'm just going to be upfront and honest. Having some issues with my ticker at the top. For some reason, it's not going across the full screen like I want it to. Why it's doing that? I got to get with Joshua on that when I have a minute. Dive right into things. See them out there on the track right now, getting ready for practice. We've got about 12 minutes left, so we're going to go ahead and step aside, play our national anthem, provided by our boys. When we get back, we can get right into our point standings and some other stuff. So hang tight, we'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the red
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alright, folks, we're back. Special shout out to Madison Rising for their rendition of the national anthem for us tonight. I think I've got the ticker thing figured out. Hope everybody can see that. But Steve up here on the mic tonight. I thought I was going to have some help up here, but he hasn't showed up yet, so we'll wait and see what's going on there. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into our point standings tonight. After the break, glad everybody is back. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy Thanksgiving, or a Happy New Year. Kind of went back in time a little bit there. So, but got a few people out there in chat already. Dylan, Joshua, myself. So glad to have everybody out there tuning in tonight. But Rick Seabrand's right now in our top spot. He's up a spot from last points race. Coming in at a 293. Mark Mann jumping in second and up in the spot as well at 273 and 20 behind Rick. Dusty Burkhardt coming in our third place spot right now, up a position from the last points race, 256, 17 behind Mark, 37 behind, 37 behind Rick. Kind of got a little tongue-tied there. Adam Kilday actually dropped 3 spots, 250. He's 6 behind Dusty, 43 behind the leader. Todd Mays, no change for Todd. He's 244 behind Adam and 49 behind Rick. Sean Stevens up a spot in the 6th place spot, 226, 18 behind Todd, 67 behind Rick. Anthony English up a spot as well at 216, Sean, and 77 behind the leader. Bubba Winter dropped a couple of spots. Got 215 in that 8th place spot right now, 1 behind Les Leby up a spot in the 9th place, 213, 2 behind Bubba, 80 behind Rick. Lynn McNeese rounding out our top 10. He dropped a spot from last time. He's at 212, 1 behind Les, 81 behind the leader. Russell Hancock in our 11th place spot right now. No change for Russell. 207 and 86 behind our leader. Ash Regner up a spot in 12, 201, 6 behind Russell, and 92 behind the leader. Now we do have a tie and Paul Servant. Now you see there, Paul says up 4 after third. I made a mistake last broadcast, and I apologize to everybody. Paul did end up getting that 3rd place spot at our last points race, but he did move up. They are 2 behind Ash and 94 behind the leader. I'll get Paul up here. Get a minute. Andy Brigante up a spot into that 15th place at 190, 9 behind Paul, 103 behind the leader. Him and Andrew are actually tied for that 15th. Andrew did drop a spot. They're both at 190 and both at 103. Douglas Johnson up 2 spots into 17th at 178. He's 12 behind Andrew at 115 behind the leader. Sean Wilder up 3 spots. And he is currently at 175. 3 behind Douglas and 118 behind the leader. Alex Giffen up a spot in 19th at 170, 5 behind Sean and 123 behind the leader. And John Guerrero rounding out our top 20 at 160 points. He is actually up last week's points race. He is 10 behind Alex and 133 behind our leader. We're going to go ahead and get our pre-race analytics pulled up here and see what we got going on. 8 mile an hour winds out of the south. 75 degree air temperature, 78 degree track. We do have 100 miles, unlimited tires, and 50% fuel. 55 and pace speed 70. I think I'm going to need to turn my audio down just a little bit. Again, I've got to get with Josh because None of my cameras switched over like I wanted them to, Joshua. So I'm going to have to get with you to have you send me those again so I can get them updated. Everybody's out there chatting it up. Eric, Dylan, Josh, Jeremy out there in chat as well. Appreciate you guys being out there and joining me tonight. He doesn't have the flu. He don't need the flu with that little boy of his. So let me see where Mr. Paul is at. I'm going to see if I can bring him up here real quick. He's down here in race room 3. We'll bring him up here. Paul, this is Steve up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
How you doing?
Hey, pretty good, man. I wanted to bring you up here real quick. I did publicly apologize. I messed up our last points race, and I was having all kinds of technical issues, but you did come in third place our last points race. Points gave to you and everything, but like I said, I felt bad about that. Wanted to bring you up here, give you a chance to shine in the spotlight. Man, it was a good run with you guys. I remember that race, and man, it was a battle right there at the end.
Yeah, it was a good race.
So, but like I said, man, I just wanted to apologize. I was having all kinds of issues, and
yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. The only thing that upset me was the guy who finished fourth, not realizing he finished fourth.
Well, again, that was my fault because he told me that I don't think I'm the one that finished. I think Paul finished before me, and I was like, well, what I'm seeing is what it's showing, and then ATVO was, man, I was just having all kinds of problems. But man, congratulations and awesome run, awesome job, awesome P3, and it was a fun race to watch you call.
Yeah, it was a good race. Like I said, but I wasn't mad at all with you guys. I know it happens, technical issues and all that. Don't worry about it. I wasn't mad at you guys.
Well, I wanted to make it right, and I wanted to bring you up, and like I said, give you a chance to get in the spotlight. But man, you're almost ready to qualify, so I'm gonna let you go get ready, and good luck tonight, buddy.
Okay, if I can just say our thoughts for Lynn McNeese, who lost his dad last week. So just a shout out to him and his family.
Oh, absolutely. We're all thinking about him, so I appreciate that, Paul. And man, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right. Well, looks like I've got some company up here tonight. Mr. Matt Wagner has joined me in the booth. Matt, appreciate you being out here, buddy, with me tonight. Good race tonight. What I'm seeing, pretty decent turnout. Looks like we got 22 cars right now, but who knows? There may be some last-second people come in.
Yeah, I'm kind of taking some laps, trying to get some numbers, as you would say. It's going to be a pretty hairy race, as you would say.
Well, it's super speedway, so anything can happen. Everybody knows that it is a crapshoot. So, but man, appreciate you being up here with me, though, buddy, and good to see you. And hope you had a good Christmas and a safe and happy New Year.
Oh yeah, I did. Hope you're feeling better from yesterday.
Oh man, I don't know. Something I ate, something that didn't agree with me, but. Either way, I was like, I don't want to take the chance and having to run away from the screen. But gave me a chance today to get all my monitors set up on my new computer system and everything. So we'll see how it goes.
Monitors? What'd you get there, bud?
Well, I got a whole new simulator rig and got me a little racing cockpit with a monitor stand, and actually got monitors hooked up. I've got 5 monitors going right now. So
wow, that's kind of more than me. Yeah. I only need 3, and 5 is, well, I guess it all depends how much money you spend.
Well, it's 4 monitors and a laptop.
Oh, Gotcha.
So, but yeah, I got a whole setup here. I've got everything set up. Got my Stream Deck back up and going. Hopefully, don't have any issues with it. But right now, we've got some people out qualifying, and I'm trying to get my timing screen up where I can see it a little bit better. Let me move that over here. Move this over here. Doing a little housekeeping at the same time, buddy. Trying to get everything all set up for me to where it makes it easier for me to operate. But I am not getting any times in on ATVO.
No one set a time yet.
Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to see something come in. Right now, Dusty Burkhardt in that top. Whoa, Kevin Haas just kicks Dusty out. Of course, there's Les Levy coming in. Yeah, we're starting to get some times come in. So, so you're doing some test runs out there right now?
Yeah, I did. Kind of bad. 50.856, so it would make me P4, but unfortunately, there's still some fast guys to go, and I probably get knocked out of the top 5 rather quickly. So there you go. Let's see, there's Adam Kilday with the top spot of 50.802. That's pretty darn quick, and Sean Stevens right beside him. Never mind.
Paul Servant.
The guy you were just talking to laid on a blistering lap at 50.773. That's insane.
That is absolutely crazy, the lap times these guys are getting by themselves. Now, they only get one qualifying lap, so they get 2 fast repairs and 2 GWCs.
Oh, my God. We got a tie on my end.
Dana Osborne and Paul Servant. That's down to the millisecond. I got them both at 50.774. Is what I got them at. We still got a minute left, and, well, there's a couple of guys that I still think could probably, well, no, Anthony's already got his lap times in with the 50.795. John Guerrero might give him a run for the money, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like John came in with a 50.830. So, and Mark Mann, Ash Regner, Alex Giffen is actually out on track right now. Oh, I need to get my trading paints up and going. That would help. He usually does.
I think he's going to get that lap, and he's got about 30 seconds remaining, but he will get it running in.
Let me get that up and going. We'll get a refresh down here. And hopefully, we're not seeing these stock paints.
No, me and my Alex Giffen just turning the time of 50.844. That's good enough for 7th.
Yep, and looks like that is probably going to do it. So we'll go ahead and bring... Well, it shows Dana, so we're going to go ahead and bring Dana Osborne up, visit with him in the broadcast booth. Dana, Steve and Matt up here. Got a copy, buddy?
He probably shocked him.
I probably did. Dana, got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there he is. Hey, man, you and Paul actually tied. So obviously that came down to the milliseconds that ATVO and iRacing gauged, but you did get the pole. Man, how's things feel out there for you?
It felt kind of slow, but I'm kind of shocked I got that, you know. I mean, but, you know, I got it. I mean, what it is, what it is. We'll see what happens.
Well, like I said, it showed you both at a 50.774 on my end. But, man, awesome job. Congratulations on the pole. What's it going to take? What do you got to do to win this thing tonight?
I think I'm going to lay back in the back and just hang out and let them crash out and see what happens.
Attaboy. That's what I would do. That's what I would do.
started out and just kind of fall back, or?
Stay up front to the first accident and just stay in the pits as long as you can, and then watch all the cars go flying by. Just kind of hang out for the rest of the race. That's exactly what I would do. No, I'm not kidding you. It's probably the best strategy. How do you think Rick Seabans has been winning these races? Hanging out in the back and just chilling and just letting everybody just let the carnage ensue. And that's the way he's been doing it. So follow suit. And you know what I mean? Green bean?
That's what he does, you know. We'll do the same thing, see what happens.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations, man. We're going to get you back down to your room, and good luck tonight.
Appreciate it.
All right. We're going to get him back down there as we get back and watch on pit road here. We're going to go ahead and get our grid put up. Our MaxspeedTV starting grid. Dana Osborne in that P1 spot. Paul Servant in P2. Anthony English starting third. Adam Kildare to his outside in fourth. John Stevens in that inside fifth. John Cabrera outside sixth. Alex Gippen on the inside on seventh, on that seventh spot. Les Levy starting in eighth. Kevin Hawes starting ninth. Dusty Burkhart 10th. Sean Wilder there in 11th. Bubba Winningham 12th. We got Jorge Rincon. I don't recognize that name.
Well, I call him George. I'm used to a name by that, but I call him George. This is for short. First, you'll be finished out there for
You're all right.
Russ Hancock in 14th, Bob Fitzgerald 15th, James Mayer in 16th, Doug Johnson in 17th, Joshua Gathright in 18th, Mike Edgerton in 19th, and Robert Amaral, sorry if I said your name incorrectly, in 20th. Andrew Schroeder in 21st, Todd Mays in 21st, and these drivers did not take time. Rick Seabans in 25th, I think Ash Regner in 24th, and Mark May in 23rd. The scoring's a little bit off.
I got Mark in 24th, and then Ash Regner finishing out our...
Okay, yeah, my scoring's a little bit off my end, so I do apologize for that.
That's all right. So we get back up on here on the leaders. You see Mr. Dana Osborne and Paul Servant going to get us started. The pace car will dive off down into the safety up pit road. Yeah, well, Ash, I had to refresh it. Green flag is out as everybody is on the lap. Have a good start. Anthony English, but Ash had made a comment out there on YouTube. Didn't think my credit paint was loaded. Yeah, I had to open it up and load it. So, man, that is loud.
Rather conservative start. Which the top lane really didn't go, and everybody just wanted to fall to the bottom. It looks like maybe we'll have a nice little conservative race here. Maybe. Or maybe I just jinxed it right now.
You might have. So far, good run, though, by everybody. We're kind of looking back here. We'll go back here to Les Levy. Everybody's kind of side by side. I'll get my driver bar up so everybody can see who I'm on. Dusty Burkhart right now in 11th. Bubba Winningham in 12th. Moose Pie out there. Yeah, I had to turn it down just a little bit. I may have to turn it down a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to kick that down just a little bit there, see if that helps. Like I said, I'm running everything, ATBO and OBS. I got everything loaded up on the new PC, Matt, so I'm still working out the kinks and getting my volumes and everything right. Like I said, right now we're on Bubba Winningham. He is currently in the 12th spot, started 12th, so really conservative. I mean, we're getting some movement up towards the Alex Giffen, but Everybody else is kind of just falling back in that single file line all the way back through the field, starting back here about to, looks like the 95. That is James Mayer. Douglas Johnson there on that outside line. Now, you know, New Daytona, that outside line could be the place to be later in the race.
Yeah, I was watching actually a few laps practices. A lot of marbles, you know, below that yellow line there, and just a little bit on the very top of the line. So it kept in effect here for later on in the race. Meanwhile, that 8-car Dane Osborne is kind of staying true to his word. He said he's really not going to make any movement. Just kind of hang out and just chill up there until the first caution comes out. Just stay clean and green so far.
Well, all these guys, you know, pretty much run together all the time. Oh, Anthony kind of blinking out a little bit.
That's normal for him.
Yeah, usually to start the race. So,
Brand new in it, by the way. So I went to the Fivers, so been enjoying it.
Wags is a bit low now. Okay.
Oh boy, I'm low.
It's probably on my end. Let me adjust some things here. That should have got him up a little bit louder.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Well, you're blowing my eardrums out.
Cool. That's a great thing.
Well, if y'all see that flash up every now and then, I've got to get back on my iRacing screen or.
Ooh, just a little bit of a. Oh, that's going to check the whole field up. Oh, yep, there they go.
Oh, we got a caution. Let's see what happened here.
That was a bump by the front, and just did a nice little reaction and just went all the way back toward that top line, and everybody just stacked up, and it was just on.
All right, showing it was right there between James Mayer.
If you go toward where Adam Kilday, where it kind of that's where it kind of really all started.
Get my camera here and kind of see what we got. Well, I'm going backwards when I should be going forwards.
Go forward.
Right here, and like I said, it is not my replay buttons. There we go. Right there, you see James kind of get into that left corner of Doug Johnson. That might have been a little bit of net code too, but because he got into that 28 car and didn't even do nothing. The 08 was involved as well. And as with the 54, that would be Todd Mays.
Yeah, like I said, it started all the way up front and just made its way all the way up toward toward the back because it was, like I said, it was a bad push by Adam Kilday and the guy, I think it was Paul Servant in that 3 car, had barely hang on to that car and just went all the way back. So it was a good save by him. Right now we're looking at some pit stops here, Steve.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's coming down pit road. Dana Osborne's down. Where is my...
I'm surprised he didn't take my advice.
Well...
But if he's going to stay out front, he's doing the right thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, that puts Alex Giffen in second. Anthony English coming out in third. Paul Servant fell back to fourth. Sean Stevens in fifth, started fifth. Dusty Burkhart up 4 spots into sixth. And John Guerrera dropped a spot. He's currently in seventh. Kevin Haas is in eighth. He's up a spot. Bubba Winningham up a few spots from 12th to 9th. Sean Wilder is actually up a spot. He's in 10th now. And then George Rincon, as you like to call him, it's Jorge George, started 13th. He's currently in 11th. Les Levy fell back to 12th. There's Russ Hedcock in 13th. Josh Gathright in 14th. He started 18th. Bob Fitzgerald right there where he started at. Of course, Mark Mann from 24th to 16th. He's going to work his way up. Ash Regner from 25th to 17th. Adam Kilday 4th to 18th. He's falling back. And James Mayer still on, or maybe he's coming out of pit road. So that's going to be our field. Looks like Adam Kilday, Robert Amaral, Andrew Schroeder. There's Mr. Robert. Rick Seabrand's there, 21st. And Todd Mays just kind of coming up 22nd. And Douglas Johnson's back out on the track as well. 56 and Mike Edgerton's out. And 24th and James Mayer, here he comes in 25th. So these guys will get caught up to the field. The pace lights are out. Matt, I'm going to let you get us started here.
It's just unfamiliar territory from here. Well, like I said, I'm going back to it. I'm really surprised that Dana didn't take my advice. But I've been here for the last couple of races. Dana has been involved in kind of a couple of wrecks, up toward the front late in the race. He's been up there, just knocking on the door. It's just, I know exactly how he feels. The bad luck just ensues. And come on, Steven, you know this.
Oh, I know. It happens to all of us.
So he's got a chance to redeem himself. He's up front, qualifying on pole, staying on first. I really expect him really not to move very much. Just stay out of trouble. Don't put yourself in any kind of position you really don't want to. Because, as soon as that outside line gets a run, it's over. Because making those spots back up, it's going to be very tough.
Well, yeah, look who you got up there. Alex Giffen, you can't count Alex out. He's a good driver. Paul Strabant, he can push with the best of them. Same with Anthony, so these guys got good pushers behind them. So, but there goes the pace car, and I'm going to turn it over to you to get us started.
All right, so we're looking toward it, and the Chevrolet green flag is out. That was a good start there by Dana. Good push by that 44 of Anthony English there, but that top line does look like it's moving just a little bit with Paul Servant pushing Alex Giffen there, buddy.
Yeah, and you still got to watch. These cars will still get loose on the push, and I've got a question out there in chat. Eric, these are a fixed setup, so everybody is running the same setup. And yes, folks, if you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button for me. That lets Joshua know, the owner of MaxspeedTV, lets him know I'm doing a good job.
A little bit check up toward the top, just by how we had the last time there, what caused that caution. So looks like they all got it sorted out. And sorry to interrupt you, but
no, I was kind of watching up here, and I was looking at the ATVO because ATVO kind of lit up a little bit, but not really seeing a lot going on. Just, it's just racing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I said, I really didn't expect cars to get just maybe a little bit out of whack because it looked like the last time I watched these things. Maybe it's just the pushers who were doing it made it look so simple. Um, yeah, I guess you really can't be too aggressive on it. But if you bump too hard, maybe am I still hearing that noise when they?
Yeah, so whenever if you're getting pushed, if you're doing the pushing, if you ease into the car in front of you, it's pretty solid, and it can get a good run. As you see, Alex just drop it right down in front of Dana. But if you hit them too hard, that gets the car in front of you loose. So you could push, you just got to be easy into them. We see Paul Servant, Dusty Burkhart trying to make that outside line. Here comes the 91. Who is that? Sean Wilder trying to get up here with these guys. If they could get together 4 or 5 cars and not really having to touch, but just get close, they can make that line move a little bit faster.
Yeah, right now I'm watching the 69 and 3. I'm just or 991. I'm still unfamiliar with that. Is Sean Wilder? Excuse me. If he gets close to that rear bumper of the 69, yep, that top lane will start moving just a little bit better, but it looks like that top line is still checking up. Every time I look up there, everybody's just one bad bump, it just sets off. Everybody just has to gather back up.
Yeah, one bad bump up front, and it's going to take out a lot of cars. Yeah, Eric. So with the fixed setup, really the only thing you could change is your steering pinion, your steering ratio, and your brake bias. You can't mess with your air pressures or anything like that on a fixed setup.
Well, for an Indy car, I could tell you anything.
Well, yeah, but on an Indy car on a fixed setup on an Indy car, isn't it the same way?
No, you can actually adjust your bars and your jacker, anything away. The brake bias. Oh, Pulsar Bomb is really getting aggressive on the back of Dane Osborne. I bet he's kind of like biting his nails there. It's really doesn't want to get involved in another wreck and just wants to keep the car in one piece and bring it home.
We're going to take a look at this. Whoa. Get a little bit loud there on the engine. That's the camera angles too plays a part of the noise on how much you can hear the cars. So, but yeah, you can see he is. Let's get a no. Oh, there it was.
Hang on to it, Dana.
Oh, Bubba, and another wreck. Wow. So we're going to look at this here real quick, folks. Let me get back over here on my iRacing screen. It's going to start right there.
Man, what did I tell you, Steve? It's one bad bump after the other. Man, that's like 3 weeks in a row that Dana just.
I don't know why.
You got a feel for him, man. That's pretty unfortunate.
So we're looking at Alex right now, but we're going to get on. Let me go to. Where is it at? There it is. We're going to get on Dana here. We're going to spin this camera around. You can see how much Paul is pushing. Just that little bit of off center right there. We're going to zoom into this. See how he kind of got him off center of the push? That's got him around, got him down into Alex. Anthony was trying to straighten him up. Of course, you can see his front wheel locked up, so he is hard on the brakes. as he is trying to stay down to that low line. We had another incident. We'll let this, we'll see if this will let me. I got a lot of people blinking out on me, so it's not letting me go to, there we go. As you can see, Anthony trying to come back up on the track right there into the side of Bubba, and that starts collecting people. The 03, the 48, the 28. Oh, Ash Regner nowhere to go. Looked like he had his brakes completely locked up. Get back here to the right camera. Oh, just right into the side of Bubba. Man. And that, I hate that. That just nowhere to go. Yeah, I am going to have to get with Joshua to get my camera controls figured out because they are not wanting to work. Well, that's going to bring us to our second caution, Matt. 17 laps of 80 down, so as we see everybody trying to come back down pit road again. But that's going to shake up the people up front a little bit. Paul Servant has now taken over that first place position.
What I was hearing they were discussing over the chat, and I have access to that, so there was communication. Those two are in the same Discord together, so he lifted off, but what he was saying, and that could have been a combination of netcode and all that other good stuff, maybe, possibly, but he was to the left of him, and that kind of triggered the netcode contact. But,
yeah, I mean,
it is. You know, these cars are bad for. Come on, Steve.
Oh yeah, these cars are horrible when it comes to pushing and stuff like that. So.
But hey, guess what, there, Steve? I think Dana's going to go to my plan now.
I think you're right, because right now he is back here in 18th spot.
Yeah. If I was Dana, he just had damage in the rear. He got hit after he got stopped in the back on the, I guess the back straightaway, and I would have saved that fast repair. But it kind of looks like I think he did use his fast repair, if I'm looking at his car correctly.
Let's see here. He did use his fast repair, so.
I wouldn't have used it, but.
Well, he's got two.
Oh, he's got two.
Yeah, they have two fast repairs here. So there we go. Pace car dives off down to the safety of pit road. We'll get back up here on the front. Paul Servant going to get us started. Green flag is out. Everybody is on the loud pedal. Pretty good restart by everybody. Dusty Burkhart to the outside. And that is the number 88 of John Guerrera right behind Paul. But Dusty does have Sean Wilder right behind him, along with that 343 of Russ Hancock. And outside line trying to form up for him. Try to get a little bit of wider view here. Sitting here trying to keep an eye on chat too, guys, so I apologize if That'll get to you right away. I don't know if there's going to be boogers on the track just yet. Give it about 10 more laps. You'll start getting some marbles on that outside.
I'll keep Eric entertained. How you doing tonight, Eric? It's good to see you in chat.
Ooh, a little bit of door in action between Dusty and the 88 of John Guerrera.
I know Jeremy's in the house.
Yeah, I seen Jeremy out there earlier.
Oh boy, Joshua, I know he's sitting there lurking. I know you're out there, buddy. Now the turntables have turned.
Yep, now he gets to mess with you out there in chat.
Hey. Well, you heard me because I called your name out.
Oh, wow. Big door shot. We're going to have a caution. That is the, who is that? That's the 08 of Bob Fitzgerald.
No caution.
What a save.
No caution.
What a save by Bob Fitzgerald. Wow. Well, I'm pretty sure he's probably going to need a new fire suit. Now, 50% fuel, we're probably looking at, what, maybe 20 laps, 25 laps? I can't remember what the fuel usage on these cars are, Matt. And that's right, folks. You're not hearing anything wrong. You do have me and Matt Wagner both up here on the mic tonight. Definitely glad to have Matt up here with me, helping me out.
Through the whole race. How about that?
Yeah, really. It's not the last part interviews now.
Yeah, I know. Well, things have changed here, buddy, for the better for my health and actually my sanity, actually. If you actually really think about it.
Hey, mental health is just as important as physical health.
Well, I'll talk to you after the podcast. I really don't want to mention
Oh, no, that's...
But meanwhile, buddy, that shook up the pack a little bit because we got two different packs now. You got your main pack up there. That is led by Paul Servant and Dusty Burkhart. And if you go all the way back to, I think that's led by Bob Fitzgerald, there in the 08, it kind of looks like they're catching up a little bit. Their last time by, they ran a 47.110, and the leaders ran a 47.9. So, yeah, they are going to catch them pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was looking at the last laps. Bubba, actually, last lap was a 46.7. So, yeah, they are going to be moving up here pretty quick, catching up with that main group. But that's the advantage of having, you know, more than two cars in a draft pack. Especially with these cars, you see a lot of guys dropping down to that lower line. They've only been out here, what's the stint? 7 laps, 6-7 laps. So I don't foresee them making any pit stops anytime real soon.
Well, I know I'm not supposed to take favorites. I know, you know, because I am being a broadcaster, but I've been doing a lot of Area 51 races. I'm kind of rooting on that 08 of Bob Fitzgerald. I'm his #1 fan. He's probably the oldest gentleman in the field here tonight. I think he told me one time he's up in his 70s.
Oh, wow.
So don't hold me to it. I think I'm incorrect on that. I think he told me he was 75, 76 years old. I will have to ask him after the race, but yeah, I'm his biggest fan.
Well, I race with a guy on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, he don't race all the time with us. A lot of times he'll get out, he'll do, you know, practice laps or something, and then he'll watch from the pits. But a guy by the name of Freddie Williams, man is 95 years old and still out here running
Wow.
iRacing. So,
Really?
yeah, big shout out to Freddie. He's a great guy, always willing to help. So, oh no, who was that? That was a car. Was that Jorge up into the wall? No, that's Jorge there. That was the 28, or no, who was that? Was that the 95? Was that James Mayer? I think James got up into the wall.
That was Bubba Winningham.
Oh. Let's take a look and see.
It's so weird what happened. Just watch his car. How?
What happened to Bubba? I know he hit the wall, pancaked the wall. He does.
Something must have happened on his end, like a mechanical failure or something.
Maybe, because he is coming down to his pit stop, his pit box. He took a fast repair. So I wonder if he didn't have something break on his car or what.
That was just weird. It like, you know how an echo happens, and just like someone just hit him in the. Oh. That was weird. Like someone hit him in the left rear. It had to be a mechanical failure.
It had to be, but look who's up front.
Meanwhile, something happened to Dusty Burkhart because he was leading.
Well, we can't really do that while we're live, Matt. But did you see something?
Oh, he went for the adventurous ride right through the infield, and miraculously he saved that automobile and did not hit a thing. Looks like he might pick up Bubba Winningham, and right now he's all by himself.
Let's take a look back at Dusty here. We see him coming out of the turn. Has he got damage?
Remember what we talked about earlier? That little bit of little bump out of the rear, and it kind of shot his car to the left. That's exactly what happened.
Not seeing any real major damage to his car. So,
Well, Brian, my football pick, my team got pick number 2.
yep. Brian said, "Is that Matt Wagner up at the booth with Steve?" I said, "Yep, he sure is."
Hi, Brian. How you doing there? I hope your heart ain't broken because of me in the booth with Steve. I feel honored and privileged.
Oh, Denver beat KC? I did not see that game. Wow. Denver must have paid the refs off.
Yeah. No kidding. Meanwhile, I guess
Yeah, Andrew Schroeder right now is leading the pack, guys, but we're a single file all the way back through. So looks like fixing to start seeing some green flag pit stops here, Matt.
Yeah, it's a good recovery by Dana Osborne. Once again, didn't take my advice, but now I'm just shooting the gap here, but he made a nice little recovery. Now he's running third right now. Sean Wilder has pretty much stayed pretty much P4 pretty much the whole race. He's sitting there in fourth, and Russ Hancock has made his way toward the fifth.
Yeah, and right now, Todd Mays is our first car at 1 lap down. Dusty Burkhart's 2 laps down. Mike Edgerton is 4 laps. Ash Regner's 4 laps. Bubba, did he take it behind the wall? No, he's still out there.
Yeah, Bubba's out there.
And Robert, looks like Robert did take his car behind the wall, so
Well, it's a good thing for Todd Mays. He's running with the pack, so as long as no other driver does get knocked down, he will stay on the edge of the lead lap. But there are 3 cars running about 13. Oh, we got an accident! Oh, in the back.
caution is out. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, right there.
Mike Edgerton. This was about 13 seconds back.
That looked like it was between. Am I on the wrong one then? You said it was Mike Edgerton?
Correct.
Well, let's take a look here, folks, to see. I'm not seeing. I don't know what is going on. Everybody, it'll blink out on me. I can't see anything. About what has happened. So we're going to do it this way. Get a rewind here on Mike. See, he blinks out right there on me. So,
You know what, Steven?
what's that?
Your car count as far as iRacing properties.
Well, let's take a look here. Well, we got a minute. I apologize, folks.
Show off.
Yeah. Where is it? Maybe that'll fix my problem here.
Draw all cars.
That's what I did.
There you go, buddy.
Hey, see?
Wags to the rescue.
Wags to the rescue. I gotta figure out. Oh, that's why.
But anyway, it was a little bit of scuffle up back there. We do apologize for not getting that incident, but it did involve Mike Edgerton, Bubba Winningham, and the looks like the 89 on Joshua Gath right there. Wait a minute, it's not Gath, right? The 56, Mike Edgerton, and looks like the 69 of Dusty Burkhart. Yep, I got the car numbers wrong.
All right. Well, while we are under caution, I've got to do one more thing. I got to fix my button here so I can actually get my camera to work correctly. All right. Sometimes you got to do this on the fly, folks. And that's what happens. All right. I think I got that fixed. Well, we're going to go ahead and run through our top 10 here real quick. Andrew Schroeder is in the lead at the moment. Dana Osborne is in that second place spot. Paul Savant running third. Russ Hancock in fourth. Sean Wilder fifth. 88 car of John Guerrera in sixth. Alex Giffen in seventh. Les Levy in eighth. George Rincon in ninth. Kevin Haas in 10th. So that's our top 10 right now. Douglas Johnson is running 11th. There's Sean Stevens in 12th. Rick Seabrands 13th. Bob Fitzgerald in 14th. James Mayer 15th. Mark Mann 16th. Ash Regner running that beautiful fire department car. I like that. He is currently running 17th. Anthony English is 18th. Adam Kilday coming in 19th right there. Josh Gathright in 20th. Mike Edgerton 21st. And that looks like that's going to be our field at the moment. Because now we are back up here on the front. Yeah, I know. I need to get my crap together. Hey, you got to cut me a little bit of break there, Wags. New system, trying to get everything lined out.
Don't worry, I'll keep you in line.
Yeah, somebody needs to.
See, Eric is telling you to get your stuff together.
Hey, I'm trying. I am trying. Well, the lights on the pace car are out.
Josh, please don't stop that. Don't start that, man. I heard that Saturday night.
Oh,
Don't do it
God.
again. Blink 81-2 is not in effect. Meanwhile, green flag is back out up here in
Yes,
the L
sir.
here. Someone get the read away.
Well, so far, we've had 3 cautions. Put my little cautions counter up here. For 9 laps, we got 45 laps to go. We've had 6 lead changes, folks. Well, let's see. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go on board. Well, let's tell you what. Let's go on board with Russ Hancock here. Kind of see what he, ooh, a little bit of wiggle there by that 91. Now, I don't know if that is Russ that's weaving a little bit or if Dana is. It's sometimes it's hard to tell.
It's a combination of both.
It could be, very well could be, but you can see him easing into him on that bump draft. That's what you got to do with these cars. What did Josh say? Oh, yeah, Stacy's bomb.
I told you.
Oh, no. No, Joshua, you need to stop it now. He said Steven and Matt has got it going on.
Yeah. What?
I think you made Matt throw up in his mouth just a little bit.
No, I was choking up on my beer.
Oh, man.
You're killing me, Joshua. You are absolutely killing me. But I think Dana Osborne is kind of afraid of maybe the pushes, because remember what happened last time? He got sent up to the oblivion by his own teammate.
Right?
Teammate on teammate crime.
Well, if I am looking at this right, well, Russ Hancock's in the same.
Oh God, they're teammates
There,
too.
yeah. So, and then you got
man.
Paul Servant, Andrew Schroeder, right there, and then of course you got the 91 of Dusty Burkhart. Well, let me see.
Oh, Dana did have room to go down right in front of
Andrew
right there, but elected not to take it. Like I said, momentarily, that outside lane. Oh!
Ooh, Schroeder down on the apron.
Yep. Paul's wrong again. A little bit more aggressive with these pushes as the laps wind down. Steve, these pushes are going to be a little bit harder, and it's hang on.
Yeah, I mean, tire wear, you're not going to get a whole lot, but it does play a little bit of a factor, as we can see right there. John Guerrero right behind Russ Hancock, just kind of weaving back and forth. Whoa, Russ a little bit loose.
I think you gotta pay attention to your chat right there. I think your buddy's trying to smack you on top of the head a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I haven't had a lot of time to do that. He's telling me I need to get my INI file fixed to where I don't have to, where I have to hit my space bar.
That's troubles of a new computer. You'll be fine, my friend.
Yeah, it's just like I said, new system. Trying to run four screens, 5 if you count the laptop. Just got to get everything dialed in. And I can still see the car count. I need to just change that number. So we got on board there with Russ Hancock, seeing him wheel that car around.
Meanwhile, up toward the front, Dana Osborne has reclaimed the lead, and he's gone on the outside. He's got his teammate of Russ Hancock. Just battle between teammates right now. The 88 car of John Guerrero is sitting there right on the outside and pretty much in prime position. It's pretty much where the position where I really want to be, with about 8 or 7 to go. Just a little bit. Looks like that 343 is going to cut right in front of his teammate. Now it's nothing but teammates on the bottom there, Steven.
Yeah, I mean, you got... Boy, they pulled away from Schroeder, too. But... Oh, another one blinking out there. Who is that? That's going to be Kevin Haas. Yeah, that was Kevin Haas blinking out a little bit. But yeah, you got Russ Hancock, Dana Osborne, Les Levy, and Paul Servant all right there on that inside line. But, man, you also got Sean Wilder, Alex Giffen, all in tow right there. So you never know what's going to happen.
Someone please silence Jeremy in the chat, please.
Shut up, Jeremy.
He don't get on the mic very much, so I can't really pick on him, but here I am.
Looking back here. We're back here at the back on James Mayer right now. He is right behind Bob Fitzgerald and Rick Seabrands. Back here in that 15th, 16th spot. Mark Mann's back there with them too. So they're just kind of, it's like they're just kind of taking it easy and seeing what unfolds in front of them. But looks like John Guerrero did jump out to that front. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something with you here, folks. Give me just a second.
If you think for 1 second, Joshua, that I'm coming out of retirement, you have lost your goddamn mind. Ooh, got a little bit of squirrely up there. So, between the teammates up there. Y'all be careful up there.
Good battling going on up front, though, Matt, with Russ Hancock, Andrew Schroeder, John Guerrero, Dana Osborne. Mike Edgerton now getting into the mix.
I didn't say that, Josh, but you did. That's on you.
Well, I'll have to agree with Joshua on that one. He has to have a mine to lose first.
Those pushers are getting a little bit feisty now. Andrew does have room to clear on the bottom, and he does take it, and he will reclaim the lead.
For now.
For now. But for now, all the drivers have pretty much migrated toward the bottom. It's, right now, we're closing on 10 laps to this run here. I have no idea what the fuel number is. If I would have to guess, probably about 19, 20 laps. Because,
well,
my broadcasting here, green flag stop yet.
I am looking at Dana Osborne's stint, and he is showing 29 laps. Everybody else is 13 and 12 on their current lap, so we will probably, I'm not sure when we're going to see some green flag pit stops.
Now we're 12 laps into the run now.
Well, like I said, I'm the only one that I have out here more than that is Dana Osborne. ATVO is showing he's been out for 30 laps. And I haven't had to reset it, so, because we're coming up on a lap car here. Who is that? Is that going to be? Who is that?
That is inaccurate on your end. He did pit on lap 34.
Well, that's going to be the 54. Todd Mays letting everybody kind of go by.
Keeping Steve in a line, Joshua, keeping him in a line. Pull on the leash, he's wearing the collar.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Getting back up here to the front. Whoa, Dana got a little bit, he might have got a bad bump there, but was able to keep it lined out.
Nah, he was just kind of overacting. Oh, I think the 69 got to his right side just a little bit. Just trying to get that side draft, man, because there's only looks about 5, 6 cars on the top. Most of the other cars have migrated toward the bottom. It's almost kind of strung out a little bit.
Yeah, looking back here. Starting right there about Doug Johnson, Dusty Burkhart, Mark Mann, Rick Seabrands, Bob Fitzgerald, James Mayer. They're all back here in single file, just kind of
Biding your time.
Yep, biding their time.
You know what strategy they're doing? The Rick Seabrands.
The Rick Seabrands. Well, Rick's right there with them. Maybe they're staying with Rick saying, hey, he might have something going on here.
Don't say those words. You know what I'm talking about.
What's that?
What's going on?
Oh.
Got it going on?
No.
Do you finally catch on?
Finally. Listen.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. And I so bright my father called me son.
I'm pulling on the collar just a little bit. Just kind of ever so slightly squeezing it.
Well, he ain't got the shock collar on me yet. The night's still young.
It is.
We're going to get back up here to the front. We see that Andrew Schroeder's led 17 laps, so he did get another lap under his belt. Now, Andrew is actually my teammate on Monday night, so, I'm kind of like you. I got to be neutral to an extent, but
no comment on that one. Keep it that way.
I'd like to see my teammate get a win tonight. That's all I'm saying. Shut up, Joshua.
Josh. I was about to ask him the same question. You have teammates, really?
Well, sometimes I wonder.
Was that forced?
No, no, but Andy Brigante and Andrew actually reached out to me on our Monday Night League because I got the invite to the Monday Night Premier League, and
That's good.
and
Keep it clean and green, and that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Keep it safe. And you get invited, or you can be like me, get invited and make a butt out of yourself. That's pretty much me. That's why I'm not coming out of retirement, Joshua.
Well, right now, Matt, our top 10, Andrew, Russ, John Guerrero, Dana Osborne, Les Levy, Mike Edgerton, Paul Servant, Ash Regner, Sean Stevens, and Sean Wilder. All up here running pretty much single file now. Unfortunately, John Guerrero got left out to dry out on that outside line.
It looked like Mike Edgerton wanted to sneak into that between the three, and I can't see who that is.
That's going to be the
60.
60.
Is that 91?
That'd be the
61?
61. That'd be Ash
61
Regner.
of Ash Regner, yeah.
And he
It looked
does.
like okay, he does go through there. Okay. I think we're getting close to pit stop there, Steve.
I think so. I mean, we got two on the outside, Sean Stevens and John Guerrero still out there on that outside line. But here we go. Pit stop's coming in. And that's going to be the 56 of Mike Edgerton leading them down pit road. Oh, Mike, hang on. Bumps the wall. That would be Mike. Looks like that was Bubba and the 03 of Kevin Haas coming down pit road.
I think Bubba got nabbed for speeding.
Let's see. Well,
yeah. Yes, he did.
Did he get the black flag? Because
Yes, sir.
oh,
That
man.
is the ever annoying 40-second hold.
Oh,
That's painful.
Now here comes the leaders down pit road. Andrew Schroeder. Come on, where's it at? Well, it's going by quick. Andrew Schroeder, Paul Servant, Dana Osborne.
That was 19 laps there, Steven. Oh, and Kevin Haas looked like he had a little bit of a moment. He got that unsafe pit exit. That will actually be a drive-through penalty.
Oh, no. Well, makes me wonder, is that going to get our leaders? Because there's Kevin Haas back out. So look who's up front right now. Rick Seabrands, Anthony English, and looks like James Mayer.
I'm not surprised. Very good. They are very good on and off pit road. They've been back there just sitting there saving their tires, not really pushing the issue. Making their car as clean as possible. And not sliding the tires, come up pit road, just come in, gas, and go, sleep. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, now they got to contend with the cars coming off of pit road, trying to enter the racing surface, so they got to be careful with that. So as a driver, I'm going to ask you this. If you're coming off of pit road, you hit that blue cone, but you see the leaders coming up behind you, as we talk about the leaders, the rest of them are coming down pit road now. But it looks like John Guerrero may be coasting in out of gas. Back to my question, do you stay below the yellow line until the leaders pass, or do you try to go ahead and enter the racing surface?
Well, I don't want to be a Kevin LePage. If you watch NASCAR back in the day, you guys would know what a Kevin LePage is. I would just stay below the yellow line and just till I'm safe and come back up. The Kevin LePage deal, in case you guys don't know, is during a race at Talladega, he came up. Oh, see, back in the day, you can come off the pit road and immediately go back on the track. So what he did, he immediately went back onto the racing surface right in front of the field and pretty much killed the whole entire field. And that's hence the name Kevin LePage came in. It was a pretty bad deal.
Okay. Yeah, I remember people talking about that. I don't ever remember seeing it. Just
Oh, I watched it.
Uh,
It was awful.
well, I'm kind of like Joshua. I mean, my racing picks is what I do and then what I broadcast. But as we see the Dana Osborne and them guys coming around Rick Sebrands again. Dana did take the lead back, but so as a racer yourself, for me, I know I would stay low, especially on like Daytona where you got the big wide area coming off that back stretch past that blue commitment cone. I'm already, if I'm a lap down or just, not up to speed, I myself would stay below that. Let them guys pass.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that, but just like I said, I'd rather be safe than sorry and cause a big wreck, and you know what I mean.
Well, we're going to run through our top 10. Dana Osborne right now is our leader. Paul Servon in second. Andrew Schroeder third. Alex Giffen fourth. Rick Sebrands in fifth. Anthony English sixth. Joshua Gathright in seventh. Mark Mann in eighth. Adam Kilday in ninth. And James Mayer is rounding out our top 10. So we're going to do something here. We've got 20 laps left. I'm going to grab me a fresh cup of coffee. But while we are waiting on that, if I can find my mouse, we're going to, I was going to say that, but I don't have the camera. I was going to do a crank it up, but I don't have a crank it up cam. Hint, Joshua Medlock. Joshua's probably ignored me in chat now.
He is.
Looks like Joshua Gathright has taken over that first place spot.
He was riding with there with Rick Sebrands and the 04. I call him the Batman mobile, Mark Mann. And they were sitting there cruising back there, and right now he goes from 0 to the lead.
Oh!
We got a wreck.
Yep, and we
Yep,
are going to have a caution, folks. And the caution is out, so let's see if I can get this thing to actually work. And we'll see if we can get a rewind here and see what happened. Looked like it was right here between the 56 and the 38. But actually, I believe it was the 56 that of Mike Edgerton. We'll get
I wouldn't put the full blame on Mike
No.
Edgerton there.
Let me take a look here, folks. We'll see what we've got. Oh, got a little bit into, is that Todd Mays comes up and right into the door of Ash Regner. And really, Doug Johnson nowhere to go.
Actually, yeah, I kind of take that back. It looks like Mike Edgerton gave Todd Mays a bad push, sent Todd Mays onto the apron of the racetrack, and it looked like the 56 was trying to check up, and he went up because he thought he was going to come back up to the racetrack, and the 61 of Ash Regner was there, and it was on from there.
Yep. Looks like, did Russ Hancock make it through? He got a little bit of it. Ooh. And that was Sean Wilder lifted Mike Edgerton up. Mike comes up into the 28. That is going to be the 28 of, well, if I can find his name here. That was Jorge Rincon. that he got into right there. So Andrew Schroeder somehow made it past that.
Well, he barely made it past that.
Not seeing anybody else that was really involved, so like everybody else kind of made it through that just fine. Yeah, I know that the iRacing UI that pops up, folks. I know that's annoying, but until I can get in there and fix that, I will work on that, and we'll make it better, folks. That's all I can say. I'll make it better.
It looked like Todd Mays stayed out, probably wanting to get his lap back, and I think, who is that? Is that the... Trying to see who is right behind.
That's the 28
Todd.
car of Jorge Rincon.
Okay, because I don't think he came down pit road. Am I incorrect on that?
No, he didn't come down pit road, but Todd Mays, was a lap down, so he'll, when the pace car crosses the start finish line, he'll get the wave around the pace car, and he'll be back on the lead lap. So
those guys ran 19 to about 20 laps on that run to go to a green flag stop. So technically, Jorge does have to pit again. These drivers out on the racetrack right now,
well,
they don't have to pit again.
Well, the top 5 have been out 6 laps. The top 4 has. Nope, top 5.
They came down this road to us, not that.
Then why is my ATBO not updating?
Oh, wait a minute. I think you're right. I went to a little bit of I Spy. You are correct, sir. The 4 to 44. Mark Mann, John Guerrero, and James Mayer all stayed out, along with the 28 car. You are hit the nail on the head.
John Guerrero did pit. He's only been out one. His stint's only 1 lap, so he did pit. So Jorge, Rick, Anthony, Mark, and James did not pit. So we got 17 to go. So I don't know what's going to be, whether or not they were able to save enough on those 6 laps.
They're probably going to bank on a lot of cautions. They're going to need, like, probably maybe 1 or 2 more. They're probably banking on that because they went about 20 laps on the green. But we'll have to wait and see as pace car is coming out of turn.
Yep, pace car is diving off down to the safety of pit rows. We enter the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out. Everybody is on the loud pedal. Jorge with a good start there, but he's got Rick Seabrands, the closer, on his outside, getting pushed by Mark Mann. But Jorge's got a good pusher with Anthony English right behind him. And then James Mayer right behind Anthony, Matt.
Yeah, as you see, when laps wind down and when it's time to rise, your usual suspects, you'll see them up toward the front right now.
Yep, Mr. Eric Grover out there in chat. Everett, how you doing, buddy? Glad to have you guys. Well, guys, I'm only showing 2 likes, so if you haven't hit that like button for me and Matt, please go over and hit that like button. Let us know that we're doing a good job. I know there's some little technical. Oh, Anthony English is loose.
Oh,
wow. So that's going to bring out another caution. Big wreck. Big wreck back here in the back. Let's get a chase view on Anthony, though.
Oh, and they're still wrecking.
And we are going to get a rewind here. Started right there with Anthony, Rick on the outside. Anthony looked like he was, right there. He was going to give him a push, but you see where he's at. He's going to give Jorge a push, but got himself a little loose. And of course, James Mayer is right there. Anthony was trying to come back up a little bit and just got a little bit out of whack. Got into Mark Mann.
Yeah. So, I wonder 44 it was versus 28. He actually did have to lift off because he got out of line with him. And when he came back up the track, when he lifted, James Mayer was there. And it was a big mess afterwards.
Yes, it was. We're going to kind of see here who else. I mean, I know there was a big wreck behind with everybody.
That's a big one.
That is a big one. James Mayer, Bob, Andrew Schroeder, Dusty Burkhart, Les Levy. Looks like he's involved. Oh, James Mayer getting sideways there. Was able to save it. We're going to look back here. Adam Kilday is cutting grass there. Of course, Anthony English. Looks like the 27. That's Sean Stevens, I believe, involved.
Lots of drivers. You know what? As I usually say, it's better to name the people who weren't involved.
Right. That's the
66 there. It looked like he barely tapped. Wow.
Mike Edgerton, Bubba Winningham. You see Les Levy going down into the pit road. Somebody's hood's flying through the infield there.
Free souvenir for the fans. Yeah, there it goes.
Yep. I believe that was Sean Stevens' hood that was going through.
Oh my God. It's all right, Everett. I think we're blaming on Steven.
Yeah, blame it on Joshua.
Hey, Joshua was in the chat. He wasn't controlling the cameras.
No. Well, you know, Paul Servant had mentioned this prior to one of our drivers lost his, I believe it was his dad. So, you know, our thoughts and prayers are definitely out there for Mr. Lynn McNeese, one of our fellow drivers out here, not only here at CFM, but, you know, OP as well. So, Lynn, if you go back and watch the race or watch the replay or whatever, man, just know that, you know, we're thinking about you, all of us here at MaxspeedTV, myself, Matt, Joshua, Medlock, and all these guys out here on the track tonight are definitely got you and your family in our thoughts and prayers, buddy. Well, Matt, we are winding it down, 13 to go.
Well, what did I say? What needed to happen?
Well, like you said,
Rick got them cautions that he needed. I think he might need one more. I know there's a couple of guys I hear saving fuel a bunch. I know Rick is.
Well, Rick, I'm showing out here 11 laps along with Jorge and Anthony English, but I think Anthony did go into the pits because he had some pretty significant damage to his car.
Anthony does have a little bit of significant damage to his car, but it's only on the back. But I no idea how it's going to handle performance-wise since this new update, because he could have a little bit of wheel damage that might slow him down a little bit. Who knows? Him getting pushed is probably not an option at this moment. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything as far as the steering wheels, or as this, any issues as far as any wobbling or anything. So, like you said, it's mostly damage on that right rear bumper and quarter panel there, but you never know.
But look who's back up front again.
Well,
I swear he's passed most cars tonight. Dana Osborne in that 8 car. He's been to the front to the back to the front, and front to the back and back to the front. Here he is sitting there in the 3rd spot. Got a chance to close it out to win it from the pole. Can he do it? And put all that bad luck that's been happening to him for, the past 2-3 weeks that we've been running here.
yeah, he's had some a tough go at it here lately, and
he don't have to worry about fuel. These guys at the front do.
let's see. I'm showing he's been out 6 laps, so yeah. Well, green flag is back out. Here we go, folks. We are counting it down. 12 to go. 11 to go, I should say. And Dana is trying to push Jorge, get him out to the front of Rick. Now, Rick with Paul behind him is going to be tough to get out there and stay out there. Well, if you'll kind of keep an eye on that mid-pack for me, Matt, we got 11 to go. I want to try to stay up here, see what happens up front, buddy, and if you see anything, you just let me know. But right now, Jorge and Dana trying to get out there in front of Rick and Paul, but they are not having an easy go at it. Well, I think that answers our question also about Anthony English. He is not really falling back. He's actually catching up to him.
Squirrely back through the whole field up toward the front.
Oh, three wide.
3 wide in the back. There's still 3 wide. Oh, one's gonna turn.
Oh, no. So that's going to bring out another caution, folks. And
James cannot be too happy about that one.
let's take a look here. We'll get a rewind and see what happened here. What caused? I know it was the 3 wide action. Sean Wilder stuck in the middle right there. Really nowhere for him to go. Couldn't drop down. He had Adam Kilday, who's outside. And right here, I think, is where we're going to start seeing. That would be Ash Regner. Pretty clean right there. Ash kind of goes up a little higher. James Mayer right there. Oh, netcode. I seen netcode, Matt. Let me get this turned a little bit here. Oh, there we go. And what we mean by netcode, folks, is the daylight between the 2 cars. If you will look in between Sean's right side and James Mayer's left quarter panel. We'll zoom in just a little bit here. You'll see James's right, or his car starts to shift. The rear end shifts to the right.
Yeah, even though there was just a little bit of netcode, he was coming up the track just a tad. Contact was still going to be ensued no matter what. Like I said, it's just that little netcode deal. It's going to happen either way. Either if it was netcode or it wasn't, contact was going to be made. So it's a tough deal, man. I know James is not too happy about it, but we're getting toward the end of the race, man. You're coming here, sitting there with about 10 to go. You want to get back up toward the front. Want to make something happen, and the room just wasn't there.
Yep, and unfortunately, well, James Mayer does have his fast repairs, so if he needs to use one, now would be a good time. Sean Wilder has used both of his. Dusty Burkhardt has one left, so we'll see.
Why is the chat gun so quiet? Make some noise out there.
Yeah.
Type something out there. You watching it toward the end, or you just sleeping out there? Or is it? I think it's Josh. Just a little entrance. He came in here. Oh, Josh here. We gotta stop talking crap about
I know it. Hey, talk crap about him. That's all right. He'll be okay. He big.
Nah.
He's a big boy.
I know. I still won't. You know, I give him a hard time. He does give it back to me, so it's rob Peter to pay Paul, and it'll be on the same. He'll be. Don't worry, he'll be back on the same thing. So
Yep.
don't worry, I'll get it back.
Well, Matt, we've got 8 to go. We still have our pace car out here. Jorge is now out in front, but again, our pole sitter, Dana Osborne, is in that P2 spot. Rick Seabrand's right there as well. Anthony English is still right there. Paul Servant in 5th. Bob Fitzgerald, your pick for the night, has moved up to that 6th place spot.
All right.
Kevin Hawes in 7th. Doug Johnson in 8th. John Carrera is in 9th. And Russ Hancock is in 10th. Actually, Russ is in 9th. John's in 10th. So kind of flip-flopping back and forth right between those spots. But that's bound to happen when somebody gets a little bit in front of their, the other car. So I do not like that camera being right there.
Fix it.
Well, the lights on the pace car are out. We got 7 to go.
6 to go on the cost line.
Yes,
But-
sir.
Come on, Bob. I know you can do it. I'm sorry, but Bob's my boy. He's got to get it done. Sing the song. Put him to rest.
Well, we all know that we can't count out Mr. Rick Seabrands. And it's going to be tough. It's not going to be an easy 6 laps, that's for sure. Looks like Bubba Winningham is still on pit road. The pace car will dive off down to the safety of pit road here in just a second. They may have to change the tires on that pace car as hard as he cranks that steering wheel.
Well, here we go.
Green flag's coming back out. Right there's the green flag. Here we go, folks. 6 laps to go when we cross the line. Who's it going to be? Will we see a new first-time winner here, or will we see a repeat winner? Or
I say a first-time winner. Matt loves first-time winner.
Well, the main thing is they're just going to have to stay in control, and they're going to push, make sure it's a good push. You can see Rick. He is giving Jorge a great push. Gained about a car and a half on Dana Osborne. Ooh, stay in line, fellas. Stay in line. Hang on to it. We
It
come.
looks like
Good. Last week they coming to the line. We are 5 to go here, folks. Go ahead, Matt.
I was watching Dan's Island. It looks like the closer was trying to pull out front of that top line to his advantage, because right now That top lane is going to have a nice run on the backstretch. If I was the 8 car, I would stay on that top lane.
Ooh. Rick looking like he was going to peek to the inside of the 28. Thought better of it. Got back in behind him. I think Rick is trying to stay a little bit lower. Maybe to break that side draft to that outside line. Here we go. We are at the final countdown, according to Brian, with 4 to go.
You know, we haven't talked much about that third lane. The third lane is going to be in effect. Who's going to try it? Right now, in the back of the pack, that third lane has come into effect. It looks like Les Leby is up there almost by himself. 91 is probably going to give him a push, but nope. That Fitzpatrick squeezed the wall. We're going to have a wreck, and that is going to be a yellow.
Ooh, Andrew Schroeder.
Back her down, boys. Back her down.
Andrew Schroeder involved. He's got a lot of damage to his car. Well, let's take a look here, folks. We'll see.
That 54 got squeezed right in the wall. The kind of see is Todd Mays there. He got, I don't know who was to his inside, but that was a pretty unfortunate deal there.
Well, we'll get on a chase view here. We're coming up. They're trying to go 3 wide. Oh, that was Douglas Johnson coming up. Squeezed him up into the wall. The 38.
Yeah, it was on from there.
Oh, and then Andrew really nowhere to go. He goes flying up. 85, Adam Kilday got a piece. Oh, Les Leby just head on into Todd Mays. See if he got kind of damage he's got. It looked like Les Leby. Let me go back here and see, but it sure looked like Les.
Actually, you know what? If I really, really look at it, I'm sitting here. Look like if you actually really go to Joshua Gathrade's car, he goes through the middle, and he tags the 48 of Andrew Schroeder here. It looks like the 54 had control of the car when he stuck it in the wall. I think it was really on when Joshua Gathray got into the left rear of Andrew Schroeder there, because I think Adam Kilday would have had control of his car there.
Well, right now we're watching Andrew Schroeder right behind Todd Mays. They're trying to go 3 wide right here. Well, that puts them 3 wide. Almost 4 wide. Oh, yeah, Josh Gathright did get into Andrew. But the pinch happened first between Doug Johnson and Todd Mays. And when Josh Gathright got into Andrew, that just sent Andrew up into Todd.
Well, here we are. Right now, Steven, I'm sitting here, I'm looking here at the top 5, and my next question to you, how much fuel do they have left? Because this race is going to be extended for a green, white, checkered finish.
Yeah, and from the looks I'm seeing, Jorge's been out here 21 laps, Dana 16, Rick Seabrand's 21, Anthony English 21, Paul Servant 16, Bob Fitzgerald 15, Kevin Haas and John Guerrero both been out here 16 laps. Man, I don't know. It's going to be tight. It
really is.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight finish.
Because right now, Dana Osborne is just like, I hope you guys run out of fuel. Let me get this win.
Right?
So, I love first-time winners. The chat, that is my big thing. I love interviewing first-time winners. Just to hear the emotion in their voice. It's so great, finally get that win, and you know what I mean, Steve.
Oh,
How that
I know
feels.
exactly how it feels. I got my first OP win, uh, on Wednesday Night League, which wasn't broadcast. And, man, I sat there. I don't know if I could have done an interview, to be honest with you. I was so excited and shaking and, the adrenaline flowing and everything. And yes, folks, even on a simulator, you get the adrenaline rush.
Oh, trust me, it, it it's there. It's there. When I finally got my first Lionheart win in IndyCar, that is the top premier IndyCar series. When you finally get a win there, oh man, I was about in tears.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I was. I had a buddy of mine pass away the same, actually about the day before yesterday, before that race, and it was pretty emotional time for me. Um, yeah, man, what a day.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I agree. I mean, first time winner. Now, I don't know if Dana's won a.
I'll have to do a little bit of research on it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna count my chickens before they hatch. I don't want to pull the commentator's curse.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna put everything away,
Yep.
and I'm gonna let it play out.
I think I'm right there with you, folks. We got 3 to go. Pace car lights are off. Moose Pie says MaxspeedTV overtime. Absolutely. This will be our first green-white checkered, I do believe.
Hopefully, the only one.
Well, we only get 2, so here we go. Coming to the Guys Coat restart zone. Green flag is back out. Let's see what happens as Dana Osborne and Jorge Rincon are close door to door. But there is Rick Sebrands right behind Jorge. I'm trying to get a better view here. Here we go. Dana Osborne does have Anthony English and Paul Servant behind him. But here comes the 03. That is Kevin Haas coming up behind Red.
Who is going to use the third lane?
Well, I think
Bob, you going for it? My man!
Well, if he don't get no help, he's going to be stuck out there.
No, they're going to leave him out.
Yep, they're going to hang him out. Oh, no, here comes Adam Kilday. Adam Kilday is falling in behind him, going to help push him up there. But here we go, folks. Oh, hang on to it. All right.
One lap to
White
go.
flag is in the air, so whatever happens, happens now. It doesn't matter.
We got a wreck.
It doesn't matter. We're staying on the front. 28 is getting pushed. Oh, big wreck behind them, definitely. Jorge Rincon, Dana Osborne, Rick Sebrands battling it out on the backstretch. Another one off to the side. I believe that was the 08. That was your pick, but I couldn't be 100%. Oh, Dana Osborne drops it down in front of Jorge. Anthony English outside getting pushed
made
by.
a big mistake there. Oh, coming to the line. Are they going to run a fuel? Who's going to be there?
Ooh, it's going to be tight.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Oh!
It's going to be
Oh!
Dana. Is it Dana?
Looks like Dana Osborne, Jorge
All
Rincon,
right.
and Anthony English is going to be our podium winners, folks. Ooh, we got to go back. I got to take a look at that, see if I can't get a close-up view of that finish line. That's going to be close.
After all the bad luck that Dana has gone through for the past 4 or 5 weeks that I've seen on the broadcast, and him running up front and getting involved with a crash, he is finally going to bring a checkered flag home.
Well, we're going to take a look here, folks, as we come up to the start-finish line. Dana Osborne does get clipped by the 44. Oops. Let me rewind this just a little bit. I was trying to back out. Well, I am going to have to take a closer look. Well, there's Dana crossing the start-finish line. But then you got Paul Servant Anthony English and Jorge on that bottom. Ooh, Jorge got it on the grass. And Anthony just edged out Paul Servant for that P3 spot. Unbelievable finish here, folks. Well, you guys hang tight. We are going to get our top 3 in up here for an interview. So hang tight. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. We have caught up with our top 3. And let me get my iRacing situated here. We are on our 3rd place finisher right now, Mr. Anthony English. Got Anthony up here in the booth. Anthony, you guys got to stop making this so dang close, brother.
But it's so much fun.
Man, what a freaking finish. I mean, literally photo. I had to go through frame by frame to see who got what. And, man, you barely pulled out, I mean, just by an air dam off of Paul on that 3rd place finish, man. Talk about it. Let's talk about that last lap because that's where all the excitement was.
Oh man, I was just good hard race, and ended up having me, Dana, line up on the outside, George and Rick on the bottom, and we were pretty even that first lap on that green white checker, and Paul was able to get it clear behind me, and it looked like they just separated a little bit going in 1 and 2 on that bottom on the last lap, and me, Dana, and Paul just ended up having one hell of a run. And it's a good thing Dana cleared when he did, because I just started to blink when he decided to go down. So I'm pretty sure if he would have stayed there, I would have probably ended up blowing the sucker up trying to keep him up there. But then at that point, it was just a drag race between me and Dana, and it just looked like we got a little bobbled, little touchety in the going in the tri-oval there, and I don't know how I saved that to even finish third. Besides the fact that I think Dana's car is actually what saved me. But yeah, it was just good hard running. I mean, good win for Dana. Congrats to him. You know, good run for George. Good seeing him up there and stuff like that. And it was just good hard racing. I mean, there's not really nobody's fault when it's coming to the line like that. When we're all pushing hard, just trying to do our best for each other up there and everything. So, I mean, you can't ask for anything more to snag a podium from it and all that.
Well, definitely. I mean, total cautions. We had 7 total cautions tonight, which is not bad. I mean, especially for a super speedway. But I think you got involved in at least one of them because I know you had to use your fast repair. So, but I mean, it whatever you did helped you out. But man, awesome job tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the mic over to you. Any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give?
Oh, well, first off, you know, big shout out to you, Steven, and Matt, for what you guys been doing up in the booth with Max Speed and everything with CFM this year. It's been awesome. Love watching the feeds back and stuff after we race. It's always a pleasure. And you do great up there. So, you know, big shout out to you guys. And then everybody in the league that's done what they've done. They've made this league a lot more fun than what it's used to be in the past years and stuff. So it's got me hyped up quite a bit because I actually have quite a bit of quite a bit of fun, and it's usually pretty damn good racing over here anymore and everything. So what Bubba, David, you know, Russ, and all them guys, Len have done and everything. You know, they made this an amazing place to come race and stuff. And you know, big shout out to Len, thoughts and prayers to him and his family with everything that's happened with his father in the last week or so. So you know, big shout out and thoughts and prayers going out to him. We hope him and his family, get better after their loss and everything. And then my teammates, Rick, Mark, Jim, and we had Gatorade up there with us tonight. And we tried to stay pretty solid and miss what we could and do what we could. And me and Rick had a decent look at it there at the end, and that's all you can really ask for. Big shout out to them. And then Dana, big shout out to Dana for winning it. I told him under caution, I was gonna push the hell out of him and make sure we stayed up where we were, and we did. So plan came to fruition. So that's always good. And I mean, family, friends, everybody who's watching the stream, hope you enjoyed the show. It was a little bit of a rough one, but it was still pretty fun. And then my beautiful girlfriend who puts up with me doing this all the time without strangling me.
Well, that's our spouses take as much beating as we do. I mean, we get out here and we spend time away from them, so definitely got to thank them. But well, awesome job tonight, dude. Glad you pulled out the podium, and man, we look forward next week. We are going to be at looks like Daytona again in the Gen 4s. Any thoughts about that?
Love the Gen 4s, love Daytona, so I'm expecting another good fun race night next week. So hopefully we can snag another podium up there and maybe get to talk to you some more.
All right, buddy. Well, awesome job tonight. I mean, you started third, finished third. Congratulations on the podium, and man, go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Man, you have a great night.
All right, you too. All right, so that's going to bring us to our second place finisher tonight, RP2, George Rincon. Well, George, let me get onto your car here, buddy. I'm still having some issues. There we go. Man, awesome job tonight. You started 13th, finished second. You looked like you were going to pull out the win, but things kind of went south that last lap a little bit. But, hey, you still finished out P2 in the grass nonetheless. Getting pushed by Rick, just barely beat out Anthony for that P2 spot, man. Talk about it tonight.
Yeah, I was just kind of riding around pretty much the whole night, letting people take the spot if they wanted it. And then I figured the last, had to save a lot of fuel there at the end. I think 57s we pitted. And I just kept saving fuel. I had enough to go, the 2 green-white checkers. And then it was finally time to turn it on. Once I didn't need fuel anymore, it was time to turn it on. Had a lot of good pushers, and the outside line had 4 cars, I think. The inside line had 3, and I think that was pretty much the difference because we were pretty much obviously very tied there. good pushing by Rick and good running with Dana. All these guys. It was I don't get to run here too much. Sunday's usually my wife day, but fortunately for me, the Golden Globes or something like that are on, and she loves all that fashion stuff. So she said, "Get out of here."
Yeah, leave me alone, go race or something, huh?
Right? Exactly.
Well, Matt, I wanted to ask you. I know we had 50% fuel to start, on our fuel capacity. Man, some people were getting quite a few laps. I know you were out here. I don't know. It showed 24 laps. I don't know if you was out here that many or not. But can you fill me in on how many laps you were getting on a tank of fuel?
I mean, being out in the middle of the pack, I was really watching my pedal, keeping it 3/4, maybe 4/5 of the way, something like that. Saved me a lot of fuel. I could easily get 22 on a fuel run. But if you can't stay off it too much, so you got people pushing you from the behind, you don't want to mess them up too. But yeah, at the end there, it was getting kind of funny because 57 is pushing it, especially if it's time to go.
Right.
So, but I liked the fuel. I thought the whole fuel deal was good. So I think I had a good percentage on that one for sure.
Okay.
How much did you have left?
Oh, I'd have to look now, but I think I still had another green, white, checkered left because we had.
Wow. Okay, so
Yeah.
you probably had about a gallon left. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. I was saving like at every point. I was turning the car off every time, and then coming to the green, I was in fourth with the clutch in, and just when it says get ready, I dropped it in the second gear and got ready to go. So yeah, I had enough for another green, white, checkered. I don't know if the other guys that pitted on 57 did. Dana was cool. He pitted on lap 62, so I knew he didn't have any worries at all. But the other 3 or 4 guys on 57, unless they saved, they weren't going to make another green, white. So I was ready for it.
So is this your first Speedway Monkeys start?
Well, for the Monkeys, I think it is. The same in NSRA, right? They just changed the name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
they just changed the name. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I ran NSRA for a while. David was really kind enough to let me run. I tell the leagues when I start that I can't commit. I mean, family, work, wife. Anybody's got a wife, knows how that means. So,
Oh yeah.
He was, he said no problem. We like the way you race, and we'd be happy to have you anytime. So, like I said, thanks to the Golden Globes, I guess I should get up there and grab a Golden Globe and thank the Academy for letting me race tonight, right?
Nice, dude. But if this has been your first start of the season and taking a second place, that's pretty good.
That's pretty impressive.
I would call that a win for me.
Yeah, I've raced with all these guys with the NSRA. I mean, I've raced several of the NSRA races, so all these guys I've raced with, so I kind of know how each of them race. That's a big deal in league racing. You got to know who you're racing around.
Right.
And I'm hoping that the other guys out there recognize me and know how to race around me. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know, but I felt like I was treated with a lot of respect tonight. So yeah, I really want to thank David for letting me run this one. I want to, and Bubba, and and my heart goes out to Len. I understood he lost his father here just recently, and that's my dad's 92 years old and healthy, but I mean, let's face it, he's 92 years old, right? So I know the time's coming, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to handle that, but my heart goes out to him. It really does.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what we were talking about a little bit earlier.
Yep.
You get out here with these guys, you run with them, and week in, week out, they kind of become second family.
Yep.
So whatever happens to one, it happens to all of us, and we all get affected in some way or another. So, but
Right.
but man, Matt, congratulations though. I mean, finishing P2, not a bad night. Got you some points if you're able to come back. But at this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to you, George, and any final shots, thanks you want to give.
Well, first of all, I mean, I'm going to have to admit, I'm not quite sure if MSTV is part of my YouTube lineup, but I'm going to have to go in there and get it. So if were you broadcasting for NSRA before?
Yeah, I did. I did a couple of races with NSRA before we done the switch. Rudy actually done the broadcast years ago for NSRA.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to go onto YouTube. I'm going to have to subscribe to your channel if I haven't already done so. You may or may not know that. And then I'm going to either tonight or tomorrow morning with my coffee sit down and probably watch the race because it's really interesting to watch what happens where you can't see what's happening. And I'm going to preempt it by saying, great job with the broadcast. Okay. I'm sure David and them picked you guys for a reason, so I'm sure the broadcast is going to be great, and I'm looking forward to watching it. So yeah, really big shout out to you guys, and again to all the admins, David, and again my heart out to Lynn, man. That just I'm a sensitive guy, but tears in my eyes when I heard it this afternoon. So
Yeah,
that's a tough one. Yeah.
yeah, I I've talked to Lynn and I've got to know him a little bit better throughout the years here, and in OP too. And I really do feel bad for him. It hurts, man.
It does. It does hurt, and I'm an old man myself, but yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one to take. So anyway, I thank everybody, man. I don't take up your time. I appreciate everything you guys do. Again, the league, all the guys of the league. I felt like I got treated with a lot of respect tonight, which means a lot to me as a driver. So
Well, awesome job, man. Congratulations. Love to have you back, and get you back up here at some point in time.
thank you, Stephen. Appreciate that.
All
Thank
right.
you, Matt. You guys
All
have
right,
a good
buddy.
evening.
All right,
Yep.
you too, George.
Yep.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
man.
All right, folks. Well, that is going to bring us.
Well, we're gonna bring up to the guy who did not take my advice and end up winning the race anyway.
Yeah, right. So that's going to bring us to Mr. Dana Osborne. If I can get him pulled up here, our winner for tonight, man, Dana. Awesome job. Started the pole, finished first. I guess can't complain too much about that.
No, sir. No, sir. I mean, I'll take it, man. I mean, first off, I want to thank the medical crew for getting me out of there.
It looks like you guys kind of that last lap was a little bit hairy. I mean, you actually finished the race sliding sideways and kind of scraping that right front up against the wall. But one thing we were talking about and want to know, is this your first win for either any of our super speedway leagues?
No, I've got quite a few wins. I mean, in the Super Speedway series here,
Oh, when it back was NSRA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
This is my second one in this series. This right now.
Oh, for the checker flag. Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we was wondering about that, but man, let's talk about your race tonight. I mean, you kind of said you were going to fall back, but man, you decided I'm just going to stay up here.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you guys. I mean, but I couldn't resist it, man. I was having.
I know. But you know what? Just to cut you off for a minute. So the hard times you've been going through, the weeks I've seen you run up front, and it's like, oh God, he got involved to another one. He's been running up front the whole entire time, and he pretty much got shafted out of the win, and now we're sitting here talking to you in victory lane. It's got to feel good, Dana. I mean, come on now.
Oh yeah, I've had some bad races. I have. I mean, I think I earned this one.
Well, I mean, super speedways are, as most people like to say, they're a crapshoot. You never know what's going to happen. You just have to be in the right place at the right time. And but you like I said, you started out front and decided to just stay out there as long as you could. Now I know you fell back a little bit, but you had a lot of help tonight. Paul Servant pushed you quite a bit. Rick Seabrands, I think, even pushed you a little bit. Anthony English, was pushing you at the end right there pretty good. So, I mean, it's got to feel good to have, guys like that around you to, help get you, that W.
Oh yeah, I mean, it depends on the pusher, and it always has. It depends on who you got behind you. And Anthony and Rick, they're two good pushers, and Paul's a good pusher. He's my teammate, so and I'm glad we finished where we did.
Well, it was definitely tight right there at the end. I mean, George barely edged out Anthony right there, actually in the grass, and then he got pushed down there. But Anthony barely edged out Paul just by inches, literally. So, but awesome run tonight by everybody. 7 cautions, but. Man, good points not for you tonight. That's going to probably move you up. I mean, you were quite a bit behind Mr. C Brands, but that win and the laps led and everything's going to get you up there. But we got Daytona again next week, but we're in the Gen 4 cars. So, what's your thoughts on those?
I like the Gen 4 car myself. I love that car.
That's
just can't push on it.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, Matt.
But yeah, I want to thank Anthony and C Brains and congratulate on George there on that second place finish that he got. That was a tough race.
Well, again, awesome job, dude. Matt, you got anything for him?
No, I really don't. I don't have anything for him. He's a proven winner. It's his time to shine, not mine.
Yeah.
nah, man.
Well, Dana, I'm going to go ahead and I know you gave those guys a shout out, but any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before we go celebrate?
Thank David O for letting me race in this league. It's been a privilege,
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations, man. We're going to let you go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
I appreciate it, y'all. Have a good evening.
You too.
You too, buddy.
All right. Well, Matt, that's going to bring us to our unofficial results here. If I can find my results page. So here we go. Like we said, Dana Osborne led 19 laps, started pole, finished first, and congratulations to him on the victory tonight. George coming in second there. He led 11 laps. Awesome job by George. And just an overall great finish. Like I told those guys, they got to stop making these so dang close. Going to give me a heart attack. But we're going to finish out here. Paul Servant coming in fourth there. Rick C. Brands in fifth. John Guerrero sixth. Kevin Hawes in seventh. Alex Giffen in eighth. Doug Johnson, top 10, finished in ninth. Mark Mann coming in 10th. And there we go. Sean Wilder finished at 11th. Dusty Burkhart, 12th. A lot of lead changes tonight. So, I mean, you're going to see some leaders up here that, sometimes you don't see. But Ash Regner finishing 13th. Sean Stevens, 14th. Joshua Gathright in 15th. Mike Edgerton finishing out 16th. Russ Hadcock, 17th. Les Levy, 18th. Adam Kilday, 19th. Bob Fitzgerald in 20th. James Mayer got knocked back to 21st. Unfortunately, was caught up in that last little wreck there. Andrew Schroeder, 22nd. Todd Mays, 23rd. Bubba Winningham, rough night for Bubba, finished 24th. And Robert Amaral did finish in 25th. So, awesome job by everybody tonight. Great race. It's fun to call, fun to watch. Hopefully by next week, I'll get all of the kinks worked out of the new system, and it'll be a better broadcast. It's not that it was bad, but
come on, Steve. I got to keep you in line. But any final thoughts, my friend? I really don't have much on my end.
Not really. Just Matt, thank you for coming in and helping me, buddy. It's always nice to have an extra set of eyes, especially when you got quite a few cars. The bigger the field, the harder the race is to call. We try to catch, get everybody a little bit of airtime, but it is what it is. But, thanks to Buttkicker for coming on board for CFM Super Speedway or Speedway Monkeys. I love that name. Why they come up with that, how they come with that, I don't know, but I love that name. But
the Super Speedway Monkeys presented by Buttkicker.
Right. And then
I like that.
Special shout out to Mr. Alex Giffen. He was the sponsor for tonight's race. Oh, Alex, thank you very much for sponsoring tonight. definitely appreciate that. And man, really just great racing overall, Matt.
Yeah, it was a good race, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Dana, I'm happy for you, my friend. Me watching you get all the bad luck I've been seeing you. It's nice to get that long-awaited win to patch things up.
Well, all right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for me and Matt tonight here for the CFM Speedway Monkeys Daytona 200. Next week we'll be back at Daytona again in the Gen 4 cars, same time, 7:45 Central, and we will see everybody then. Matt, again, appreciate you, buddy. And from all of us here at MaxspeedTV, again, our thoughts and prayers are with Lynn and his family with everything they're going through. And Lynn, we look forward to seeing you back out here soon, bud. So
I think, just out of respect, think about a closing silence.
I agree. So with that being said, everybody have a great night. Be safe, and we will see you next week.